Good evening, Gothlings. Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, I am not alone. I'm joined by, well, someone that's been on this channel before. My long-suffering boyfriend, Jacob.
Very
now,
suffering.
Anything to say apart from the dancing that's not up to your...
Well, no, it does take me back to listen to that. I was about 18.
And please don't pull on the rather expensive Rode lav mic.
I was about 18, I think, when this came out.
What year are we
85, you were 4 years old.
I was still trying to make a decent pitch with my rusk. He's got a really nice tone to his voice, actually. It's a really soft and warm falsetto.
I mean, the first time I heard them is when he done their other big hit song, Suspicious Minds.
Yeah.
And I first heard it, and obviously he's not Elvis, but when you hear it from not watching it and you hear it, say like if you're in another room and you hear it, there's a slight like imitation of Elvis, if you know what I mean. You think you listen to Elvis, but you know you're not, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so there's a few speech inflections there going on to, bring out the inner Elvis.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't really comment on that because I don't think I've ever heard their version of Suspicious Minds. I
was going to choose that tonight, but I thought it'd be too much like that. Too much like Elvis, although yes, obviously he's got his own voice and everything, but out of the two, I do prefer this one.
Yeah, these lads are really local, not local to us, but local, as in they're a British born band
from the Midlands.
Yeah, Birmingham. Of course, Birmingham, really gave birth to such sounds, quite a wide variety of talent. You had UB40, from Birmingham.
Mick Hucknall.
Yes, who you may remember was the
Simply Red.
Yeah, face of Simply Red. Okay, let's.
And also Slade from the 70s.
Oh yes, of course.
Nobby Older.
Yes. What did you just?
His name is Noddy Older.
Oh, thank God there's a double D there, because I thought you mispronounced it the first time. Yeah. Honesty is the best policy, my darling. Okay, let's continue then.
Johnny, we're sorry. Won't you come on home?
Why you love it? He's a mean dancer.
He just looks funny.
I'm so sorry if you're like
he looks all legs.
You're so mean. He's not just standing there and he's getting into the groove, into the vibe, and it was so important that because I think this was their debut single. Okay. Either that or Suspicious Minds, I can't remember which. But, you know, so it's so important
I
to
think it was
make...
Suspicious Minds.
Okay, well, this one must have not been that far behind.
Won't you come on, what is wrong in my life? That I must get drunk every night. Johnny,
He's quite young as well, isn't he?
Yeah,
we're sorry.
in his 20s, I think.
You was born. Oh, your mom. She's missing you badly.
I love how controlled his falsetto is. You know it, and he's touching the notes and then immediately coming off them. You know, it's not a clean finish.
Yeah.
Okay, because the song doesn't require that. It's very punchy.
Missing her son. Ooh, Lord. Where will you stay?
And I think there's a bit of vocal fry there.
I mean, I can't really comment, so I don't really know that much about it. But it sounds like it's probably, for me, obviously not being a music person, it sounds like he's kind of having a mini asthma attack at the end of the word, if you know what I mean. Like he's struggling to breathe. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but... I'm not saying that's what's happening, but to me, the way you described it and the way what you just did sounds like sounds like somebody probably having an asthma attack.
No. It's basically the sound you wake up with first thing in the morning. Yeah. Okay, and then your voice falls into place, and you're away. Vocal fry's not a bad thing.
No, I didn't say it was a bad thing. I was just
saying. But I can't really get to this properly because it is such a produced sound. You know, and you want that, but it's not. I couldn't analyse it. Right, this is what's going on because the music is really in the mix. I can't help. I'm so sorry for thinking I'm a dancer. It's one of those songs, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's like,
but I think a lot of the 80s songs are like that, though. That's why it was one of the best decades for music.
Yeah. You know, I think people look back on the 80s with fondness, with such warm regard, because it seemed like such a decade of freedom. Musically, you know.
I mean, I was a teen in the 80s. So yes, obviously I listened to music, but as I've said before, the music I grew up with, well, yes, obviously I listened to pop music, but that's not all I listened to. And there were there's only certain songs I think, oh yeah, I really like that.
Yeah.
And that was one of them. And like I said, I remember the first time I heard Adam and the Ents, which is completely different.
Now you're talking.
But I like some of their stuff as well.
Yeah.
Won't you come on home? We're worried. Won't you come on? What is wrong in my life? That I must get drunk.
You can definitely tell that this isn't live.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way he's
holding his mic,
there is no way you would get such a clean vocal with the mic halfway down the corridor. You know what I mean? And it's not. Look, I've said this on plenty reactions. You know,
especially when they appear on Top of the Pops.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of stars wouldn't appear on it. A lot of American stars will not appear on it because they didn't want to. They wanted to sing live.
Yeah. I can see it from both sides of the fence. The
Christmas shows always used to be live.
Yeah.
Well, it's a slow song. It's got a nice beat to it.
Yeah. Love a good trumpet. So you might have heard there the vocal fry onset. I can't remember the lyric. I very rarely do on these reactions. Whatever it was, it was. But yeah, it's it's really weird looking back at these performances, being aware of such music, and then going back into them as a musician yourself. I said this on another reaction. I can no longer watch performances without the singer head on.
Yeah.
And sometimes it really ruins it for me. Because half of it is enjoying it for what it is, and then the other half is like mapping it out and like, what are they doing now? And
and why have they done that? And
and understanding it as well, because you're a musician and singer, you understand it on that technical level that you didn't before. So.
Have you noticed that he's not got a strong Birmingham accent, has he?
Now, you've put your finger on that, and maybe this reaction isn't the time to fully dive in, but it is quite a should you sing with your accent? Because some singers do, while other singers don't.
I mean, even when he spoke, when he's done interviews and that, you can barely hear his accent. Obviously, some of the words he'd say it's spoken in Birmingham and that Walsall kind of area.
Obviously, it wasn't a great leap for him to some singers really, lose it as soon as they're in that singer's,
But I said, even when he spoke, I said certain words you could still hear where he's from, if you know what I mean, if you didn't know. But although you really can't compare him as with Noddy Older, whereas Noddy Older had a very strong Birmingham accent even when he was singing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear that in that at all. It's just like it's,
yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. I was just trying to think of a Slade song to kick off, a trigger. Yeah, he has got that accent.
Really strong as well, isn't it?
I'd have to analyse it properly, but yeah, I think it is present.
I must get drunk every night. Johnny, we're sorry. Won't you come on home? We're worried.
Did you like it?
Yeah. Always really loved that. You know, and Roland's voice is really a delight to sit through. You know, and put that together with...
It's quite soft, isn't it? His singing.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I like the stuff anyway, but mainly because, I mean, well, I like them Fine Young Cannibals anyway, but I liked it because it took me back to when I was a teen.
Yeah.
And like I said, the 80s was one of the best decades for music.
It's up there, definitely.
Well, you know, my view is, I mean, it's obviously my own personal view. If you're old enough to remember 80s, 70s, and 60s,
He will be back sometime next month.
don't know when.
Don't know when, but that's the element of surprise.
Yeah.
You just don't know, do you?
No.
Don't bother finding him on Twitter because he's not on Twitter.
No.
Are you?
I'm not on. Well, I'm only on one social media.
Yeah. And
I won't say which one, but
how can you thinking you're some kind of celebrity? Shh. It can never be spoken of.
No, you can't.
All right then.
Be safe.
Yes, quite right. Safety first. See what I mean? When we get together, I end up being all silly and all like.
When we get together.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, my content is quite, out there. All right then. Subscribe if you
Want to.
Yeah, if you want to. There's no like.
Ring the ding-a-ling. The bell.
Yeah, the notification bell if you want. And thank you for watching. Okay, bang boom boom.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.